Hey guys, welcome to Keto Country Homestead, and today I am doing a collaboration that I was tagged in by J Love Adventures, Jessica. She tagged me in the 10 questions for homesteaders, and so I'm just going to get right into it. So the first question is, what got you into homesteading? And basically I just want to grow all of our food and try to stay away from the store because their food is filled with nasty, nasty stuff. You hear reports, almost every day about all kinds of nasty stuff in the food. And then when you cook the food at home from the store, you can tell that it's full of water and stuff like that, like meat. I'm talking specifically about meat. I want to raise my own food. But also, I grew up on Little House on the Prairie, and I loved their whole, life off the grid, because they didn't have grid. But, so I'm a Little House on the Prairie girl, and I really liked that show, and so I think that's probably what inspired me to get into homesteading from the beginning when I was a little girl. What is something you want to add in 2020? I don't really want to add anything except growing some meat chickens and extra garden space. I'm just growing garden space everywhere I can, and so far I've grown a lot more than I have in years past, which each year I do more and more. So basically that's what I want, is more garden space and then growing out the meat chickens. What is the most difficult lesson that I've learned while homesteading? Probably, obviously, all the deaths in my sheep and goats from worms and parasites and stuff like that. I have a little follower who wants to be on my lap. I learned a lot from other YouTubers and other friends of mine. And then from the vet, I learned a lot. So that was a very difficult lesson. Earlier this year, I had 3 little baby sheep die, and that was just terrible. And I've had a lot of other sheep die due to various reasons, but I think several of them have been also parasites. So the next question is, what is my favorite chore? Well, one of my favorite chores is the kittens. Cats are my favorite. Well, rabbits are my favorite. I have the dog. I have a lot of favorite chores. Okay, my favorite chore is cutting the grass. I really like cutting the grass. I just put my headphones on and I just get the task done, and it's just really relaxing and great to me. And then I collect the grass clippings and put them in my garden or my compost bin and create more soil, and so the whole thing is just really fulfilling, and I really like that chore. What is my favorite thing to grow? I really like to grow cucumbers. That's my favorite. And then this year I expanded that into cucamelons, and I think cucamelons might be my new favorite thing to grow because they're really, really cute. They're really, really tasty, and I just like them. I like vining things that are pretty. The next question is, what is my favorite thing about the homesteading community? Just having people that get me and understand the struggle, the day-to-day struggles, and the day-to-day struggles and the successes too. It's hard to get someone to understand how good it feels to put a pig in the freezer when they can't imagine doing that. And so having people that understand, how great and how hard that is awesome. What is my favorite meal to make? I really like to make broccoli and roll-ups is what That's my favorite meal to eat also. I just saute the broccoli on a pan. I have a video on it somewhere. And then I take a cheese stick and I roll a piece of ham around it, and then I saute that on the pan after it. And that's my favorite meal. It's really delicious, and I love making it, and I love serving it, and I love cooking it. What is my favorite holiday is the next question. I really like Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and actually Christmas is the day you watch this, it will be tomorrow. So exciting. The next question is your homestead where you want to end up and stay permanently, or do you want to start over somewhere else? I really like the area that I'm in. I really like this land, but our neighbors are too close, and I want more land, probably one day, maybe. We have 5.5 acres going back that way. So it is a lot of land, and we've only used an acre pretty much. And I just got the goats out past the fence back there. So we have a lot more left to use, but we have a neighbor right there. So at the top of our hill, our neighbor is right there. So I can't do any animals up there. I can do a pretty garden, but it's all hills. So I really need to do animals back there, but it's hard to do that with someone who doesn't care to hear goats at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we'll move from here or if we'll stay here and do what we want here, but hopefully we'll get more land one day, or just in a better place. But we've also looked at other states to move to, and I don't know, we're happy where we are right now, so I guess I can say that. The next question is kind of a difficult one for me to answer because I learn from every YouTube channel that I watch and every YouTube channel that I follow. So it's, what homesteaders do you follow and learn from? So I learn from every channel that I watch, but I learn the most from these channels. I have learned the most, and I learn from consistently these channels. Don't be offended if it's not you, because I probably learned something from you. Okay. Heirloom Permaculture is one of my favorite channels on YouTube, and I met them last year at the Shindig, and they are just really nice people. They actually sent me a drone, and the drone that I've used around here, and they're just really kind-hearted people, and their knowledge of permaculture is amazing. And so I really enjoy watching theirs. If it pops up on my screen, I am watching that video no matter what I'm doing. So, and then one is generally new to me is Hop Farms, Honest Open Permaculture, and I've been learning a lot from that channel lately. I'm trying to build compost of my own so I don't have to buy any, and I've learned a lot, and I'm using the chicken method right now in the front garden, which I will have an update on soon. But anyways, there's an obvious one of Roots and Refuge. I learned something from all of her gardening videos, and then, I don't know, other videos too. So I learn a lot. I've learned a lot from Jess. And another relatively new one to me is the gardening channel with, I'm sure I'm going to mess up his name, but James Prigioni, I think that's how he says it. His stuff about food forests is amazing, and I really have been watching a lot of those videos lately, and I checked out the food forest playlist, and that I recommend anyone that wants to do a food forest or even just grow food, go watch that. Living Traditions Homestead, I really like that one. I always have. They just got a cow, which is something I never want to do because I don't want big animals like that, but hey. they are really good at gardening, and one thing that they really inspired me to do is grow seedlings for the farmers market, and I'm hoping to do that in 2020. Freedom Homestead is another one that I really like. Tangi is awesome, and their gardens are really inspiring, and I always learn something about canning, about storing up food, even grocery hauls and stuff like that. Recipe videos, I love it. So yeah, I learn a lot from that. And then another big one I'm not sure if a lot of people know about is Red Gardens. I don't know his name, but I really like those. I learn a lot from those videos. He has like experiment gardens, I think 7 different gardens, and yeah, those gardens are amazing, and I wish I could have each one of those gardens. So now I'm going to go into the part where I tag channels. I'm going to tag 2 channels today. One is the Citystead, and that is Josh, and then one is of Little and Light, and that is Samantha. So I'm going to link their channels in the description below, and within the next several days they'll have a video out about this also. And I think they're probably all in a playlist somewhere, so if you want to find that playlist, maybe I can share it. I don't know how to do that, but we'll see. So check out their channels, and check out Jessica over at J Love Adventures, and then I'm sure you will learn from all of them. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video.